Hey guys, Neely here. I'm coming in today for a stew recipe. I'm going to be doing a chicken quinoa and red lentil stew that I have been making for years. I originally got the recipe from thefoodnetwork.com, but I have searched and searched and it is no longer available on that website, and I have made several adjustments to the recipe. So I am going to be putting the recipe down below and giving you a step-by-step of how I do it. Also, I am making it in the Instant Pot, of course, because I pretty much only make soups and stews in the Instant Pot now. I rarely ever make them on the stove, so I will give you all those instructions as well. Here are all of my ingredients. I've got my quinoa, some fresh thyme and oregano, garlic, chicken, homemade chicken broth that I made in the Instant Pot, of course, red onion, red bell pepper, salt and pepper, olive oil, red lentils, and celery. And so the first thing I'm going to do is just rinse my quinoa and then chop up my vegetables and get them all ready to throw in the pot. All right, now that I have everything prepped, I'm gonna turn my Instant Pot on saute mode and add about a tablespoon of olive oil. Now that the Instant Pot is hot, I am going to add my bell peppers, my celery, and my onions. And that was about 3/4 of a cup of celery, 1 bell pepper, and 1 large red onion. And I'm just gonna let this cook down and stir fry it a little bit until the onions are translucent and they're getting soft. And I did go ahead and adjust my saute setting to more. I just pressed the adjust button after I hit saute, and that would put it to the highest temperature available for saute. And it'll take about 5 minutes or so for this to all cook down. Next, I'm gonna add my 1 cup of rinsed quinoa and my fresh herbs. I'm doing about a tablespoon of the fresh oregano and about 2 tablespoons of the fresh thyme. And if you are using dried herbs, you can just reduce those tablespoons to teaspoons. So that would be a teaspoon of dried oregano and 2 teaspoons of dried thyme. And I'm just gonna saute all of this up for another 4 minutes. So now the quinoa is getting a little bit toasted and the bottom is getting a little bit browned. And I'm just gonna move this mixture to the side as much as I can. The pot is getting kind of crowded at this point, but I just wanna expose the bottom of the pan just a little bit. And now I am adding my 1 pound of chopped chicken. And I am using a mixture of chicken breast and chicken thigh, but you can use either one, the chicken breast or the chicken thigh meat. And I'm also gonna add my 3 cloves of crushed garlic at this point. And now I'm just gonna cook this until it's done. Should be about 5 minutes or so. As you're cooking your chicken, you do want to make sure that you keep an eye on the bottom and make sure it doesn't start burning. You do want it to get a little brown because that's going to give you really great flavor, but you don't want it to burn. So if it does look like it's really threatening to burn, you can splash in a little water or a little bit of your broth to keep that from happening. But now that the chicken is pretty much cooked through, I'm going to add my 1/3 of a cup of red lentils. And my broth, you want to have about 7 cups of liquid, and you can do a combination of broth and water or all broth if you'd like. I'm doing mostly broth and just topped it off with a little bit of water. Now I'm just going to give that a quick stir and try to get all of this quinoa that's up on the side down into the liquid. Now I am going to lock my lid and make sure it is on sealing. And then I am going to cancel the saute mode that is on right now, and I am going to put it on manual for 5 minutes. Quinoa cooks very quickly and most everything else is cooked in there. The chicken is mostly cooked. The veggies are already sauteed and almost cooked. So 5 minutes should be enough time. And I will show you when it's done. I let the pressure release naturally for a while and then quick release the little bit that was left. And here is the finished product. Oh my, it's steamy. So you can see it got real thick. The red lentils kind of disintegrate in there, and that's what thickens it up, as well as the quinoa. But it is ready to go. All I need to do now is just taste it and then add salt and pepper to taste. So that is it for my quinoa chicken and red lentil stew. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think if you try it, and I will talk to you again soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.